All right, so talking about slope, what is slope? What is slope? What do you remember slope to be from last year? It is my rate of change. Slope is rate of change. Those two words are interchangeable. So slope is the rate of change between any 2 points on the line. What letter do we use for slope? There's 26 letters in the alphabet. Take a shot. Which letter do we use for slope? M. M is used for slope. And that's not only in y equals mx plus b. You'll see it later on in point slope form, which we wrote up there somewhere. Slope, point slope. Oh, it's right there. The y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. The one on the second row, third one. Point slope form. And then you'll see m in other equations as well. Specifically, the formula for finding slope. What is the formula for finding slope? Miranda.
Is it x1, x minus x2, or y1, or x2 minus y2?
Something like that. You got the letters right. So there's a y and an x, and there's numbers in there. Can anyone else try to recall what that formula is? She's around the right lines. Miranda's around the right lines. She's dancing around it.
Oh, is it y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x2?
It is, Zoe. Where'd you find that? Right up here. So right here is our anchor chart for the slope unit. Here's the formula. Okay? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So remember you had it flipped. Okay? So y'all learned that formula last year, or you should have. Okay? It's just my difference in my y's divided by your difference in your x's. And some of you might have learned rise over run. Because y, up and down, that's my rise. Run, x, left and right. My rise over my run. Okay? So if you like that formula and it worked great for you last year, keep using it. I'm not telling you to change your ways. This year I'm going to show you a different way of attacking that formula, which we call stack. Sorry, I forgot what I started with. Stack, subtract, slide, and simplify. So 4 S's. Stack, subtract, slide, and simplify. It is just another method to add to what you can use. If rise over run works for you, keep using it. I don't want to change that for you. If the formula works for you, keep using it. I don't want to change it for you. I'm just showing you a different way of doing it. Okay? And for some kids, this comes out a lot easier than trying to remember the formula. And for some, they prefer the formula. It is whatever you like. As long as you do the math correctly, you should get the same answer. And the last thing I want to talk about slope is there's 4 kinds of slope. We have a positive slope. What does a positive slope look like? Going up from which direction to which direction? From left to right. If you're reading, from left to right. I knew what you meant, but sometimes students say going up and they draw it the other direction. Because to them, they like to read backwards. I don't know. What's a negative slope look like?
Going right to left.
Uh-huh. We have two more types of slopes. What were they? Up and down. So what's that called? If I have a vertical line, what kind of slope is that? That's not negative. Something like that. Yeah, it was undefined, meaning you can't find an answer for it. Undefined. If you try climbing up a vertical wall, you become undefined because you fall off of it. And then the last type of slope? Zero slope. What does that look like? The horizontal line. That's a zero slope. It has no elevation whatsoever. So it has a positive elevation, like you're going up a hill. It has a negative elevation because you're going down a hill. This, we can't define that elevation because it's not really elevation, it's just straight up and down. And this has zero elevation, zero slant. Let me